Hey guys, so the video that's going to come after this is basically me talking out loud. With my first Drinking Wet system, what I had done was use that metal skewer kebab thing, and I pushed it up in her with it lubed so it wouldn't stick to the vinyl rip. Pushed it up, and then it had that metal, not silicone, stainless steel straw around it. And because she was a much smaller baby, it reached up from her bottom all the way to the back of her throat. And then I pulled the kebab thing out and fed the tube up. And it's I can't find, I bet they're like $1.50 if I get more, is airline tubing or aquarium tubing, like for air. That's my plan with my new baby, but she's much bigger. So I think what I'm ultimately going to do is use the strong knitting needle that fits in that same stainless steel straw and push it up. And then I will only go to this so I can still pull the straw out, because it's very hard to pull them out. So I ended up using like pliers to pull it down. It's a 2-person job. And then once I pull the knitting needle out and feed it up in her, I think it should still be okay, even though the straw's not going to reach the whole way. If I'm having a problem, though, I don't know how I would do it, because you can go from the top of their head too and go top of the head down. But it's much harder. The head is actually might not be, might be about the same hardness. There's a lot of silicone everywhere. But this is me kind of rambling and kind of looking at everything I have, because I enjoy making videos for you guys, so that when you make your baby dolls and you make them drink them wet, you can look at my videos and see what I learned from making them. I learned a lot by asking around what people use to make their drink wet system and watching videos, and this is what I have found works the best for me with girls. And it doesn't tear the vinyl up like I've seen somewhere, like it's very tore up, it's bad. This still looks really normal, like it's just how it's always been. Okay, so this is going to be a video of all the stuff I have to make a drinking wet system. And somehow my airline tubing has gone missing in action. So my friend sent me this catheter kit, which would be this little tube. My aquarium's tubing is about the same size but thinner, so I like this more. I might see if I can glue 2 of these together to make it longer. And then my options for putting the hole up in her to fit the tube would be these really long, really firm knitting needles, or what I did with my Aurora was, sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed and frame. So this is just a silicone straw for drinking. And then this is a kebab one that I used. So basically what I had done was I took this kebab, whatever skewer thing, and I stuck this over it, and I fed this up her, and it met at the back of her head, and then I pulled this out, which left the metal tube, and then with the metal tube left in her, I stuck the straw through it and fed it all the way up. And once it reached her mouth and came out of her mouth, then I pulled the silicone straw out, which left this in the body and hung out of her on either end. And then I cut the mouth end as short as I could, and then I pulled it down some, and then I cut the very end down as close to her skin as I could to make it flush. So it's the same kind of idea. Let me see, will these, sorry, because I'm looking at this by myself, not on film. Let's see, will you fit? So it still fits. So I could do the exact same thing. And the knitting needle is longer, so much longer, and it's much firmer. And I'm going to need that with this bigger girl. And then do open. I do have this, but I don't really use it because I don't like it. And I do have an X-Acto knife, and I can't find the lid, which is bad, very bad. And then this little kit is a nail kit, but it has some sharper little ones that you can use. Like that one's sharp, and that one's sharp, and that one's sharp, and different ones you can kind of use for. But that's my plan. I think ultimately what I'm going to do is stick the lubed up. I'll stick these up her with the straw, and I'll just take the straw up as far as it can go. And once the straw is up as far as it can go where I can't retrieve it, then I'll pull the knitting needle out, and then stick the hose up this, and then pull this out, and just kind of play it by ear, but go slow this time instead of rushing it. I feel like I rushed it last time. Thanks for watching, guys.